about different types of windows. We've got a few examples right here behind me. Now, when I say different types of windows, I'm really referring to what the frames are made of. As far as the glass is concerned, there are different types. You can get tempered glass, laminated glass. These are all annealed, which means not tempered. But no matter what, if you're buying a modern, high-quality window, it's going to be double pane, most likely double strength, and then the space in between the two panes of glass is most likely going to be argon. It can also be krypton. Otherwise, really, when I talk about different types of windows, I'm referring to the frame. Now, there are 5 popular frames, frame materials used in windows these days, and that is wood, composite, aluminum, fiberglass, and vinyl. Now, I don't have a wood and I don't have a composite example available to me right this second, so I'm going to talk about these 3, and I'm also going to mention the pros and cons of the wood and the composite windows as well. When it comes to wood, we're in Houston. You don't really see a whole lot of wood windows here because it's so humid. It gets hot, it gets cold. It doesn't work well. The only time I ever see it is in high-end homes, and they tend to, even in these high-end homes, not last more than 5-10 years. So as beautiful as they are, and people do buy them for the looks, it's just not practical in the South. Now, as far as composite windows are concerned, I see a lot of those as well. And although I do like the look of them and I do like the performance of them, the cost hasn't come down to the point where you can justify any sort of incremental increase in performance. It's just not there yet, but they are nice windows. Now, this one is an aluminum window. This is the same thing that home manufacturers and window manufacturers have been using for 30, 40, 50 years. The big difference between those single pane aluminum windows that you saw, everywhere from the 50s to the 90s, this one has been thermally broken. It's a little bit thicker in the frame. The thermally broken part means that the outer frame of the aluminum doesn't actually touch the inner frame of the aluminum, so it doesn't transfer hot or cold temperatures directly into your house because of that little rubber composite band that runs in between those two frames, the inner and outer frame. Now, the downside, it is a little bit thicker, and no matter how good that, or no matter how much that composite rubber membrane helps, it's still not going to be as efficient as wood, composite, fiberglass, vinyl. This one right here is a fiberglass window, fiberglass framed window, I should say. Fiberglass is very strong, and it's a good insulator, and it also is built to last. The downside is that they're limited in the kinds of shapes that they can make, and they're also somewhat limited, honestly, by price. It just hasn't, just like the composite windows, it hasn't come down to the point where it's available to everyone yet. This is by far the most popular window out there. This is a vinyl framed window. This is literally 80% of new windows that are made these days are vinyl. The reason being is it's naturally a good insulator. It is pliable enough to make every shape you can think of. The frames are actually welded together, fusion welded together, so that helps with being able to make different shapes. And even though it doesn't have as much strength as these other frames, you can see right here this nail flange is very easily bendable, but they do make thicker frames to mitigate that, and number one, it's inexpensive. Now, that being said, all of these windows can vary greatly in price, but the vinyl window, when it comes to bang for your buck, overall performance, is really tough to beat. You can see this one has a black exterior, it's got a white interior, so there's a lot of design options available to you, security features and whatnot. So it's really tough to beat vinyl window for when it comes to overall value. If you have any more questions, I'd love to hear them. I'm going to be posting these videos weekly, and I look forward to hearing what concerns my clients have when it comes to buying new windows. Thank you.